Well, we're delighted to say that Bea Arthur, Dorothy, of course, from the Golden Girls, is here for us to talk to next. First, let's see her in action in the role that made her famous around the world.
Oh, boy, it is hell out there. Oh, it must be at least 103, and the mall was impossible.
Did you get something for the grandchildren?
Oh, please. You know, Robbie wants a Batman hat. I went to 6 different stores. They were all sold out. I finally went to one store where they had one hat left, and another woman saw it. Oh, I cannot believe a person would push a perfect stranger out of the way, step on her hand, and give her an elbow to the forehead just for a Batman hat. But I did it anyway.
Just one of your many brilliant lines.
Well, I've been given quite a few.
Well, I don't know. Is it an enormous team of scriptwriters? In this country, our good comedies tend to be written by partnerships and no more. But do you have a massive team?
No, but yes, but they're usually made up of partnerships anyway. Oh, surely. People who work together.
It's funny, you know, they tried to do a version of that series over here.
I heard. I didn't see it. Brighton Bells.
Yes, that's right. And
but what I don't understand, excuse me, was that our show was playing here at the time.
Yes, it was.
So why?
Don't know, really.
Good question.
Couldn't think of anything else to do, I suppose. But it didn't sort of really work without you either. Your character, Dorothy, she was the kind of linchpin, the focal point.
Apparently, that's what turned out, because the following year, after I left, they tried a version without me, and impossible. I don't know. I really don't know.
Why did you leave? It was such a shame.
I'd had so much. You know, I started doing sitcom television in 1972, July 5th to be exact.
What was that?
Maude. And so I really feel that I've spent most of my adult life in that little box.
Yeah.
And I really felt it was time to go back to one's roots,
to the theatre.
To the theatre,
the theatre,
and
yeah. Not that it wasn't terribly rewarding. It was really wonderful fun.
Yeah.
But what about the fear? I mean, if you're in a safe, really good, well-written, successful sitcom, you know it's going to work. But you go onto a new show in Broadway for the first time, and that's a real live audience, and they bite. You know, were you at all nervous that you might lose it?
Well, it hasn't happened yet. I mean, I haven't gotten to Broadway yet. We're doing a play on its way there.
Pre-Broadway.
Yeah, but no. The difference that I find is that in doing this sitcom, of course, your system here is quite different. You don't do 23 weeks a year, you know, so it means a new one-act play every 5 days. So you really don't have the chance to practice. I hate using the expression; it's an old cliche. Practice your craft. You're given an opportunity to do 2 shows in front of a live audience. One is a sort of dress rehearsal. They take both of them. But if something doesn't work in the first show, it's automatically cut or changed. So that in the second show, you're assured of the laugh there or whatever. Whereas...
Is it a different audience, though, for the second show?
Oh, yes.
I was just going to say...
But you don't have the luxury of taking something, and if it doesn't work, saying, well... tomorrow night I'm going to try such and such, you know, and because you're given the luxury of a couple of weeks out of town prior to bringing it into the critics.
Yeah. So in a sense, the show was so manufactured for you. You didn't get the satisfaction yourself of feeling you'd really got to grips with it.
Yes and no. I mean, there was in both sitcoms that I did, we were given great the opportunity of saying no. I don't think I'd say that, or this isn't the way the character, you know, so that it was really give and take between the writers and the actors.
That's unusual. That's unusual, isn't it?
I hear that it is, but I was blessed in that we had wonderful people.
You're also blessed with this fabulous voice and accent. Which accent is this? Which part of America do you come from?
Well, I tried desperately to get rid of what I had, because I came from an area that... the eastern shore of Maryland, which was really quite tidewater, and well, I mean, you should talk. Every different town here has a different.
Absolutely.
But I understand what you're saying. Usually, I have problems. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Well, we sort of speak Middle English with just a hint of trendy Californian.
I was up at the Edinburgh Festival 2 years ago. I mean, I thought. I don't understand what they're saying. I really don't.
That's the joy of the Edinburgh Festival. You don't have to understand it. You just
it's like Australia, you know. You just.
Have you always? Has your voice always been that gravelly?
Yes.
Even when you were a child.
Yes.
Gosh.
Yes.
It's a strange child.
I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I have a deep voice.
Is it a smoker's voice? Or was it a smoker's voice?
No, not at all, not at all.
You see, I think that quite apart from...
First of all, do you like it or not?
Yes.
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, okay.
This is all said in a spirit of tribute.
All right. Okay. Hey.
Metaphorically on my knees as I ask every question.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because it's such a strong voice. It's very feminine, but strong. But I think possibly that's why, added to your obvious acting attributes, that's why your character became the central character, the pivotal character, because everything you say in that series goes. You know, it has total authority. I'll just leave it there.
Yeah. It was.
It's true.
Yes.
I'm right.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to be right.
Or a tribute. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're over here, I know, partly because you're having a holiday in Ireland, and also because you're appearing in Blackpool on Sunday night.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to that.
It's a tribute to Les Dawson in aid of arthritis.
Yes.
And you knew Les and Tracy.
Well, it's so interesting because I didn't really know him well. I met him and his lovely wife Tracy on a Bruce Forsyth show that I did, and he was just so charming. And afterwards we exchanged phone numbers and addresses, and promised to visit each other or at least keep in touch. And it was shortly after that he died. And then recently I heard from Tracy, and she asked me if I'd come over and be part of this night. Well, I was delighted.
It's a mega lineup. I've got a list here. Well, there's you, obviously.
I know.
What else we got?
Are you going to sing?
Yeah, yeah.
Edward Woodward, Roy Walker, Roly Poly, Shirley Bassey, Bruce Forsyth, Vince Hill, Lionel Blair, Duke of Westminster's going.
God, everybody.
Have you met British royalty before?
Richard?
Sorry, I beg your pardon. Have you met British royalty?
Oh, I thought you said Richard royalty.
No, he's not
British royalty. I did, we did one night of the, what do they call it, the Queen's...
Royal Gala.
The
Royal Variety Performance.
The variety, yes. Where I met the Queen Mum and Margaret.
Did they say anything about the show to you? About your TV show?
No, yes.
What did they say?
I think Margaret asked if it was a sitcom or something. I don't know. Very strange, I remember. But it was a lovely night. It was wonderful. Yeah.
Rather on the line. You did just smile.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
There is a stratum of British society which isn't quite plugged in to the rest of us. There was you probably haven't heard this. There was a famous British judge who, in 1967, just after the Beatles had played New York, in a famous court case where they were referred to, said, "Who are the Beatles?" So it does go through upper layers of society. Well, listen, the very best of luck.
Well, thanks so much.
Give our love to Tracy as well.
I will.
What's the pre-Broadway play that you're in?
It's a play written by. It's called the Bermuda Avenue Triangle. I'll let you decide for yourself. Written by, I don't know whether you're acquainted with them, Renee Taylor and Joe Bologna, who have done. I did a movie that they wrote a number of years ago called Lovers and Other Strangers. They're very, very, very talented and very delicious people who are also acting in it with me, and we've tried it out. We've been to Miami, and we just got back from Detroit, and we're now going to do it in L.A. only because Renee is also working on a sitcom, something called The Nanny. I don't know whether you get it here.
No, I
think it's its second year. Anyway, so she has to be there for the so-called sitcom season, which is mid-August to mid-February.
Right.
So we're going to try it out in L.A. and then in the spring take it to Broadway.
Why is there a season?
I don't really know, but that's the way it works, and I guess it has to do with the unions. But it's always that particular time.
Well, listen, it's really good to meet you, and it's
I love you, and British royalty. What did I think it was? Richard who?
Well,
Richard Royal.
Richard
He's
Royal.
not. He's not made it yet.
No, I was once referred to as Sir Richard by mistake.
Anyway,
that's a long
thank
story.
you for not sending me out in that wind.
We only came in for you. Yeah. It's lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much.
Well, I'm afraid we have to take a break, just like they do in the States, in a moment.